Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you the first deck profile of the day. But before I get into that, I just wanted to kind of show you guys this new playmat that I had made. Actually, my brother did the artwork for it. This was kind of my birthday present, because my birthday is actually tomorrow. So yeah, it's my new DMO73 kind of official playmat. Really cool. I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit, so when I zoomed it in, you weren't like, what is this playmat that he's looking at? So huge thanks to my brother Matt Franklin for the artwork. Go check him out, guys. I'll put a link down to his DeviantArt and stuff in the description, so it'd be really awesome if you could go check it out. But now let's get ahead into the profile. This is going to be for the dual Vlad combo, like incarnation control. So we're just going to dig into the ruler C main board Abdul and use sideboard into Vlad. Dual Ebony Prophet, J activate of pay 1 as long as you have Grusbalesta, or pay 3 if you don't. You can tap him to give target Resonator -300 until the end of the turn. Flip him over to Abdul. Enter abilities no longer trigger when he's on the field. Keep in mind that abilities that are when this card enters the field will still apply. They'll still trigger, just enter effects themselves don't. And then twice a turn he can pay 0 to blank a Resonator or an addition. Yeah, and then Vlad, for those of you who don't know, Vlad is like the new kind of never flip ruler. I'll zoom in a little bit there. The whole point of Vlad is you can J-activate for 3, but you're really never going to, because you can pay 2 will of any color to deal 200 damage to target opponent, and then you gain 200 life. So it's a quick, for 2, just a 400 point swing in a sense. So you can just kind of keep burning your opponent to death. And then when she does flip, if you need to, destroy target Resonator with total cost of 3 or less, and then you gain life equal to its defense. And then for a cost of 3, and banishing a Darkness Resonator, you can give her imperishable until the end of the turn. So you have a way to kind of flip her back over, in a sense. So primarily you use Abdul, but if the deck isn't, then the deck you're fighting against then doesn't use enter effects, you just switch to Vlad and kind of control the game from there. So let's zoom it back out a little bit. Going into the stone lineup, because we have Abdul, we of course use Grusbalesta and Little Red the Pure Stone, and then just 8 basic darkness stones, because it is just a mono dark deck. It doesn't worry about anything else, doesn't really need anything else, so it's a pretty standard package. Going into the Resonator lineup, we run 4 Rasputin, so that you can kind of keep recurring them for Incarnates and for like Cinderella's effect and stuff like that. Similarly, we run 4 Mozart. Mozart's a very powerful card. When it gets sent to the graveyard for any reason, your opponent has to just pick one of their creatures and kill it. So, you know, with Cindy's, with incarnation effects, all kinds of stuff. Chump blocking. This card does a lot of work and can serve as spot removal. Then you run 4 Phantasms of Void. I can't, for some reason, when I was trying to record this, I couldn't find my other 3. I know I have them, but they're not up there, so you just run 4 Phantasm of Void. They're a great one-drop to put on early aggression, plus the deck does run 0, so these guys could potentially become free if that happens, if you put 0 on the board. Then 4 Cinderella, to be able to deal damage to a wide board of stuff, as well as another way to access that Rasputin and Mozart to kind of keep recurring them or get them to deal with extra big creatures on the board through the shenanigans with them. 2-0 to serve as like spot defense, as well as mini board wipes. The big Incarnate hitter in the main board anyway, Nyarlathotep. You just incarnate for 2, look at your opponent's hand and get to discard a card from their hand. So that, when you combine with Mozart and stuff, gets really, really powerful, really, really fast. You can really disrupt your opponent's plays. 2 Carmilla to serve as damage on board, as well as big instant creature spot removal. If something's just too big and you're out of stoning to death and stuff like that, Carmilla is a really good way to get rid of it. And then the finisher of the deck is the 3 Mephistopheles. It's got flying, it's got target attack, it's really big, it doesn't really care about thus creature sacrificing even after, like obviously if you flip over Abdul, Abdul can just turn him off, but if you do not flip over Abdul, you can just have a Rasputin on board and just sack a Rasputin every turn and bring Rasputin back to your hands by paying 200 life, so it's kind of just comes over and over and over again. Moving on to the spells. A bigger discard package with 4 Spiral of Despairs. This deck really doesn't like its opponent to have a hand at all, so it literally just forced to be in top deck mode, so it's got a pretty heavy discard package. 4 Stoning to Death. It doesn't have access to red for Flames of the Outer World and Thunder, so it needs kind of all the spot removal spells it can take. So 4 Stonings. 2 Void Blasts, because it can serve to RFG stuff, and if he has a 0 on board, it only costs him 1, so it has the cost of Thunder potentially, but it RFGs any Resonator. 1 Dark Bolts, just to deal with kind of large body boards when he needs to get things clear. This also benefits him because all of his like Rasputin and Mozart and stuff are also level 2 or less, so he can get those triggers as well from this spell and really kind of clear the board off really well. And then 2 Mount Immortals, just to kind of be massive, kind of turn off your field kind of thing, to be able to easily just give things the minus that they need in order for his creatures to kind of get those swings in and do the final damage to them, or just limit your opponent's plays because their creatures don't have enough defense to get over the 2 Mount Immortals and survive. So yeah, that's Ryan's Mono Dark Abdul list. The side deck pretty much is just kind of whatever Incarnate options you want. Like he was using Yog-Sothoth, but you could use like Haster, and there's other Incarnates that you could use based on your personal preference in order to help kind of make what your meta is, as well as what kind of things you want to use to make Mozart and Rasputin trigger more often. But yeah, that is the deck. Go ahead and let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And until next time, guys, this is DMO73 signing off.